And we are back with more Genshin Impact, where today we will be doing Tighnari's character story, and then possibly carrying on with the R&R storyline after that, depending on how long it takes and what crazy revelations we stumble across.
Keep up.
Oh, this place is just full of lotuses. This is great. Grab these before I carry on. There we go. Is there a third one of these somewhere? Am I just being really dumb? I think it might be over here, guarded by... Yep.
I must leave no...
This is the new team I have been trying out. It is a...
There is no escape!
It is a quicken team using Tighnari and the Raiden Shogun, along with... I'm using Dendro Traveler for additional Dendro coverage and more consistent Dendro coverage, along with because the Dendro Resonance bonus is so good for elemental reactions to elemental mastery, which Tighnari benefits from. Let's just deploy that.
Illusion shattered.
And so the general idea of this team lineup is to use Tighnari and the Raiden Shogun to just pile on damage with the reactions Spread and Aggravate, which are both extensions of the Quicken reaction, which is Lightning plus Dendro. Anyway, I should now be able to... It's already lit. Is there another one somewhere that I'm just completely missing? No, I think I'm good. Huh. What will we be... Remember the position of the pile of leaves. Okay, the piles of leaves are over here, surely. Oh, it's that one. Ah, a huge pile of leaves, it's that one. And that one. And that one.
Smells like something good is inside.
There we go.
Keep up.
Anyway, I'm just gonna unmark this because I've got the chest from here now. And we will go begin Tighnari's story quest, which is Vulpus Zerda Chapter 1. Sorry, Act 1. Which starts with Catherine at the Adventurers Guild.
Traveler, you've come at a good time. Wait, this sounds like another commission.
It's pretty standard for us.
It is as you say. The commission this time around is of high importance. It pertains to the safety of the Avidia Forest's inhabitants. Huh? What happened? Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia Forest seems to have become contaminated. Contaminated? You mean a new withering zone? I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are happening to people who cross through that region. The Avidia Forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily. If we allow this contaminated region to expand, the consequences could be unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading, that will still save many people.
It'd help if we had more information, really.
Maybe Tighnari will know something. Let's go find him.
Yeah, he'll know. Makes sense. Oh, I'll also just start this quest because yeah, we just want to take commissions. Now, for the next part, the start of contamination, we need to speak to Tighnari, or Tighnari, who is in Gandharvaville. I mean, that makes sense, that's where he lives. Of course, we're playing as Tighnari right now, so we should just be able to ask him, but...
Keep up.
This is where you've been, Tighnari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tighnari, everything's spinning.
Oh dear.
Am I going to die? Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because I was scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tighnari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like I'm getting lighter.
What happened? Tighnari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your medication and rest. You'll be bouncing off the walls in no time.
Really? Then, can you keep the thing about the toy a secret for now?
No can do. You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize. Keeping secrets to yourself won't solve anything.
As a general rule, that's true.
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
Hazard any guesses to do with the contaminated zone we heard
Mom's
about?
been telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle. After I got out, I started feeling dizzy.
Could it be?
It's probably connected to the contaminated region. We're here to investigate.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it? Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
All right. Thank you.
I feel like Vasanti grass is going to become a relevant item once we gain access to the desert.
Is that why you two are also here?
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome. This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
I wonder if the difference between Vasanti grass and Vasanti grass that's been rejuvenated is going to be relevant in some way when exploring Sumeru's deserts. Wouldn't surprise me at all if it was. It would sort of tie in with the theme of transformation by reacting to window. And we're gonna just head on down. Because there will have to be different resources in the desert, right? Because it's a vastly different climate in terms of... It's a vastly different climate in terms of... Well, in terms of climate, but also in terms of the ecology. So when we get there in the next update, I'm assuming, I suspect there will be all manner of new things to find. And probably some new exploration mechanics as well, because...
Can't see.
I doubt the Aranara will be in the desert somehow. We'll probably be dealing with stuff connected to the Scarlet King, since he made his home in the desert. If I'm remembering that right. So... and that's the other thing, we've heard about the Scarlet King plenty, but we don't really know anything about him so far. At least there's nothing I've learnt about him so far.
Someone needs assistance.
Through playing through the first couple of Archon quests and doing the quest line with the Aranara, it just hasn't really come up much in terms of who he was. And I'm sure there's supplementary lore somewhere that I can find, and we'll get to that. But for the moment, I just don't have a whole lot of information about him. Well, we know that he at some point was...
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods were stolen recently. They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull together more to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over, and we decided to raise the prices of our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief disappeared into the deepest parts of the forest.
Somewhere that we can go.
Apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies.
It may not be a withering zone, but our visions
all we could do is
should
come
help
up with another
protect
solution.
us from it. All the
So
same.
the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts. How
Yeah.
many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many,
There weren't any
there
people.
weren't any people.
So does that mean mechanical
No
entities,
people.
or hilichurls, or abyss
Even if I tell you, you
beings?
might not believe me. Fine.
Oh, a huge mechanical
The thief
crab.
that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
I mean, that
the
makes
heck?
sense.
The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this.
It's probably a
It
ruin
came out of
creature of some
nowhere.
kind.
Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
Ruin
I see.
crab.
If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course! Not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of any...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we
Sorry about
specifically
that,
got someone
had
to
a bit
assess
of a
the
glitch.
situation. If you're in...
All right. We'll go and have a word.
About the robbery and
After the goods were
hopefully
stolen, I made multiple
locate the
inquiries
ruin
with nearby
crab.
caravans and residents. It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked crab. However, the crab only seems to be interested in machinery.
It's
Doesn't even
repairing
bat an eye
something
at other
then.
valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken. Whatever the case, that thing is a scourge.
Ruin crab, doing repair work on
I heard
something.
from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives. It only shows up when the caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's too agile and fast. However, we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it. It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest, so instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves everything in one go. You'll have to move
So we
fast
can
if
still
you want
recover
those
the goods
back.
without having to go to the heart of the corrupted zone. Where's that last person? Up here?
That mechanical crab is fast, strong, and a pain to deal with. 10 of us might not even be able to take that thing head on.
That strong, huh?
Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago? Where did that thing come from?
Wasn't aware that was a thing they
Our
banned.
salaries even got slashed because of it. Ah, who would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab? This is rough.
I think we've got enough information to go on. We need to locate where it stashed the loot
How are
for
things?
transporting,
Did you make any
and
progress?
We learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given commands. If I were its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method. But it only goes after mechanical components. This doesn't make any sense.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Yes, I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times. Oh, are you planning to...
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far. It has a mechanical composition, it lives in the contaminated region, and it comes out to steal mechanical components. If we have said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions. Well,
So we set a trap
chatting
for
like this
it.
won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
and time's
You're
something we
right.
don't have if it's
Don't
going to
have
move
any
the
other
goods
options
too
right now.
quickly.
This bag of samples is all yours. Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
Well, here's hoping.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our act has to be convincing if we want the crab to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can even borrow me to do whatever you need.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out the crab. Once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Let's do this. So the robberies haven't been taking place that far from the city, really. 200 meters in this direction, just down the cliff. But its actual lair is very deep into the forest, so... will we track it all the way, or... oh,
It was
by the way...
my honor to serve you.
That hasn't gone so well, has it? Let the stamina build up before I do anything stupid. Also, just grab a bit of food for her. There we go. Now I can just glide all the way here. I suppose it makes sense that it's staging the robberies near water.
The contaminated region's current perimeter. The goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on board lead the way. This sumpter beast isn't familiar with us yet, so be calm and take your time with it.
Okay.
The sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it.
Just take it slow and steady. I think I've said this every time they've been on camera, but
Why did it stop?
the sumpter beasts are adorable.
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were stolen.
All right, it's moving again.
Quite quickly now. But why has it stopped this time? I knew it. It's a ruin thing. Ruin crab.
Ah! Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about? It's charging straight at us!
But its plating is a bit
Strong.
strange.
Be careful.
Nothing we can't handle, I'm sure.
I'll catch up. Leave it all to me.
Scatter! Spring forth!
I hear everything.
I've got you now.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I wonder if it is the same crab each time, or if maybe there's multiple crabs conducting thefts here. Because that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan-robbing crab! Hey, playing dumb won't save you. Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's goods. I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful owners. Any objections? You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? How about you help us with something? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
It reacted!
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crowd to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter, so it would be difficult to conduct a thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new friend here seems to be full of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Paimon gets it now. Does the scuttler understand what you're saying?
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us, we can simply follow along.
It seems to
This
be really
seems a solid
happy.
enough plan.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical part as a reward. Understood?
Considering we don't even know if it understands us, though, this seems like a risky plan.
I'm not sure, but our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase Vasanti grass to make medicine with.
Yeah.
We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
I mean, hopefully it does understand us and won't need to escape, but... Oh, I see. That's clever. Let's get back up to the merchant. Because I reckon it shouldn't take too long to just drop these off, grab the grass and head back.
Oh! Oh! These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us!
Of course we did.
Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house.
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've already received a reward from you.
Reward? You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass. I
Yeah.
retrieved the things you needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even.
That's a very good way of looking at it.
Before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and biodiverse ecosystem. Even if there were no mechanical crabs, other dangers are still present. Take caution on this route.
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Yeah. And once they've started feeling better, we can go handle the mechanical crab subplot, which is probably going to help us work out what's causing. Is it another large ruin construct, like with the ruin giant, and its core is causing the contaminated zone because it's leaking somehow? That wouldn't surprise me. It's the sort of thing that happened. It's exactly what happened when the Abyss Mages tampered with the ruin giant's core, or rather with the seal on it.
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child. He gets a little nervous when I'm around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
How is he? Doing any better? I feel like he's doing a lot better, and his temperature is returning to normal. That's
It's always a
wonderful.
pleasant surprise to see Carly.
Oh, yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna
I suppose
came
it
by
makes sense
earlier,
that she's here,
and
though.
he told her everything about the toy. Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you. Can I ask what happened?
It's nothing. Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Of course I did. Are you going somewhere far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight. I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Huh? But I can't even begin to compare to you.
You can handle
Many
it, Kale.
things are learned
I know
by
you can.
doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were. Deal with problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right. You'll do great, Kale. All right, then I'll do my best. Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care of yourselves.
You put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things will likely be uneventful. Let's return and find that crab.
Here's hoping it actually stuck around. I mean, I can't imagine it getting very far. Tighnari had set up some pretty good explosive traps. I reckon we're probably safe. Still, wouldn't surprise me if it's pulled a fast one on us somehow. Or at least tried to.
We're here. It should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
I doubt it would have got past the traps.
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here. Odd.
Okay,
You honored
it was
our
just...
agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it.
Seems reasonable.
Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want to see what happened there. What caused the Avidya forest to become like this?
Yeah. So now we set off for the contaminated region with the aid of a mechanical crab. After a short break. We will be resuming this, including Tighnari's quest and some other stuff after the break. See you guys then.